Uh, I guess I kind of I want to go back to some fundamentals on the leg entanglement game, and I want to kind of, instead of kind of going really down the rabbit hole where we're doing rotationals and things like that, I want to kind of go back to just some core fundamentals on how we're catching and controlling the leg, and whether we're using it for a sweep to get up or whether we're using it as a submission, and that'll kind of build the foundations for it. So the ADCC qualifiers for 2024 happen next year. So we don't have 2 years, we've got like a year to kind of get you guys ready to rock and roll. Whether we make it through, I think it's going to be a good experience for you guys to go and do the event anyway. And then for the 2026 one, we'd be ready to rock and roll. You guys will be well into your prime. We'll get your strength and conditioning training going, and you'll be up there as well. So I think that we're still good on the path. We're looking at the ADCC. The second thing about it for you guys as well is that, like, you know, you guys are going to be purple belt before you guys know it. And you guys in the SGT are going to be able to do rotationals and heel hooks and all that. So I'd really like to give you guys a huge heads up on it. Flint or mount. This is nice and easy. So push and shove, and I want to isolate the leg. So push and shove. This is one of my favourite ways of dealing with the mount position. I use this as a rollover, but we're going to have a look at the entrance into the legs instead. Okay. So what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to push my partner backwards, but I'm going to enable my frame so my frame comes in. So I'll talk you through it. So as I push my partner backwards, I enable my frame. So see how I've switched my elbow to now? So it's this way. So I'll go slow motion. So it's push, 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 frame. Now this is the hardest part. On the same side as my elbow, my knee and my elbow stay in the same zone and they come to my chest. So what I mean by that is I'm not trying to take my elbow high first, it synchronizes together. Yeah, so I've still got my frame. Does that kind of make sense? Knee squeeze and turn, here, and we're up. So this is, but I've got the leg. So this is a really cool way. Now, I don't head drive because I put myself into guillotine and all that area, so I'm staying backwards a little bit from him. I'm not going to come up. Right, so I'm not going to come here and give him the air, like I don't want to get into this position, so I'm more on this stage from here. Okay? Shove concept, push and shove. So I have this here because if I have a shallow frame, I can't get the distance to push him away. So it's long frame. So as I go long frame, I go push, 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 straight my leg, go to short frame. Does that kind of make sense? So now, as he drives into me, my knee nudges and I catch. So this is just, you know, bread and butter, nice and cruisy. All right, from here is my knee squeeze, raise and turn, and I come up. Making sure, once again, I keep that distance so he can't head snap and guillotine. I've got this distance from here. Controlling the second leg so he can't go back into guard or the triangle as well. You guys okay to practice that? 1, 2, 3. Long frame, push, push, push. Turn, short frame, knee up the arms, to get to here. So I'm kind of like in this dead bug position. If you want your deep half, you can go to deep half. Like for today's. And here again, so it's long frame, not short frame, long frame. I'm going to push, but this is the part that I need to concentrate on. See how like I've kind of turned the cylinder? So I'm here. So as a general, I know that she's going to try and maintain, yeah, so that will naturally go to my short frame. See how that's gone to my short frame by default? Bring my knee up. So everyone's kind of getting here. The part that I need is my knees come up, but I extend my legs. So see how that kind of keeps everything. So if she tries to put a weight on me, I've got my legs like nice and high. It's hard for her. Wherever I'm down here, she can, yeah. So my legs have to be high. Turn, come up. Right. So this is the way that we're going to start to do the game now. Is I'm pushing this knee down, and I'm going to go to like a body lock position. So I push the knee down, go to my body lock, and you finish with the knee bar. Right. So, body lock, my knees squeeze. So what I'm doing is I've got the knee cord and I double my feet up. So if you haven't got my feet again, I've got the fulcrum. So they're not here, I double them up. So then as I switch backwards and put my weight down, the knee bar comes on. Whenever I'm here, I drop my weight down. Yeah, it's tight, but yeah. So once I put the fulcrum, I drop my, yeah.
And you get it at a more of a side.
So I'm kind of locking the knee here and I'm pushing the knee this way. A lot of the knee bars were done here. The downfall about it is that the way my knees are, you can roll your knee left and right. But once you've locked this in the position like here, you can't move your knee. And the only way you want to move it is the way I'm going to rotate it.
And then I have to like give you what you want.
Yeah. So it's a little bit more hard, there's a little bit more technical detail on the knee bar. It's not your standard. Knee bars are more like a rotating one. So they're either going to defend the knee bar, I'm going to get the pass, or they're not going to defend the knee bar. Fine. Just jump onto it from here, right? So we kind of end up in this position. So what I'm trying to do is, as I push from here, I'm trying to go body lock and trying to push my feet. So my right leg crosses over.
Does it actually have to be above his knee?
No. That's the beauty about this knee bar. Right. So now, as I'm here, is I drop my weight down and I start to feel that in the knee. So if he rolls his knee to get out of it, he still comes on. No matter. So he's doing the correct thing to roll his knee out, but because I've got the foot hooked, even if you turn to knee that way, so yes. So we're going to just have a look at this. This is an entrance that when I first started to play around with this, I got shown this by a guy called Entanglement, so it's up in the old gym in Booker. And it was then considered to be an extremely and like a really high level entrance into it. So what we're going to do is we're going to be playing from here. So I want to make the distance up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go foot into the bicep from here. And this is the hardest part is my leg comes down. So, right, so think about it this way. So I bring this foot, catch. So pretty much the water beat. So off the heel, right, escape. Oh yeah. And this is stop the runaway.
I've used the second one before.
So, like we're playing from here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go kick to go to distance, and come flat. The hardest part of this one is this is on now. So see how I've still got the control in here? Yeah. Beautiful. So I know that as a general, he's going to try and clear the knee line, so we'll hold the heel. So as he clears the knee line, another way. Right, so what I'm doing is I'm pinning his foot to my hip, where if his toes are over my hip, he can run.
Yeah. So
I try and keep this pinned in. Stretch, heard the stretch. And again. Yep. That comes down. Okay. So what I'm doing for me is I bend my knee, bring him in. Hook. Once again is I've got to keep the foot pinned into, so it's not rotating it, it's holding it down from here. So he's going to run to clear his knee line. 1, 2, 3. If you're having trouble with this, roll deeper. How that feel? It's horrible, hey?
it's very good.
Wait.
Don't do that.
So play it from here. So what generally happens is he'll try to back step, so you know, cool, foot goes down. Okay, bring my knee to my chest, make him step. This hooks, comes over, but keep this. Got nowhere to go. So I can go to heel hook here. The downfall about it, he's got a lot of room to run and play. So what I'm doing is I'm going to put his knee onto the ground and hold the foot. So if he tries to clear the knee line now, yep, cross my feet. Tight. 1, 2, 3. So standing up, just. So you're here, they step backwards so I don't have access, so foot comes in, right? So what I'm doing is I bring my knee into my chest and make it come to me. What I'm seeing is this, is I keep this grip, as my knee comes out wide, I hack it. Now, kick with my leg. See how like I've still got arm? So this is the part is I need the knee, so as I'm going to go kick, I put the knee to the ground. See how the knee's on the ground and I've got the heel? So what I'm seeing some of you guys, you're going, here, she's going to roll, but yeah, and I'm going to lose everything. So once I'm here, if I go knee, so she goes roll, I've got the foot pinning her knee. Right, so I go sideways so that it's still pinned. Can you feel how it's now? Because I'm still holding it. Triangle. So if I roll this way, that's the way that she wants to roll. So I come out onto this side. Because if I roll this way, she's going to roll as well. I've still got it, but yeah, she's going to now do it. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to keep both of the knees pinned to the ground instead of rolling behind you and allowing you to roll out of it. Do you feel the difference in that?
I just now need to see it. Does that make sense?
Which one wants the knee broken? Oh yeah. Bye. Okay, so from here, so if this is here, I'd take a totally different aspect onto the game. So we're here and he steps backwards. So as he steps backwards, bomb, I'm in. So what I'm doing is this is my leg, so I'm kind of planting my foot, I'll bring this forward, boom. So I'm nice and tight, so my knee comes around and over. I kick, bop, 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 kick, to make him plant. This is the part that I'm seeing that the issues is, he can run now because I don't start, I'm going to go here, put this down. So now he tries to run.
I'm not running.
Is that what? So I've got the triangle set up and I've got the heel set up. Now if I want to be dirty, like I can now just start to push this across and finish from here. The downfall about it is I'm fighting his leg, which is generally stronger than my hand. So I go here this guy and come up. So I'm planting the knee down. So he wants to roll that hip down to the ground, so I stop it by coming behind it and hold it. Once I'm here, it's tight. But I want to make sure I'm going that way, not that way.
Yeah.
So I want to try and keep that knee pinned, so there's more weight going behind. Yep, okay, 1, 2, 3. So Maddie's onto his back. Stop standing, guys. Okay. So we're going to do the sentence of 2 variables, and one of them's got a call level. It's called an stimulus. But the stimulus set up really different to what we normally do. So on this side, Maddie's guard, right, and he's got his full guard, the closed guard. Now, what happens from here? He sets up to do the basic switch on this. As he does the basic switch, so here, so what I'm doing is, as I sit down, this is the switch on hip up.
Sorry, I'm afraid it's not working.
So as it goes like this, it's full guard, full guard, this is sweep. So he gets his knee in front. I'll bring this through. So we'll just go straight to the heel hook off the scissor sweep. Right, it's a pretty easy one.
Yeah.
The second one that I do on the scissor is, I'll bait this steam lock. I bait this steam lock. So I go inside his guard and I go here. So what happens is a lot of the time that they're going to think about and do the scissor sweep. So the way that I got taught was the back take. So I go kick, the steamer. So that was the original way that John taught me to do it was that. So that when we put the steamer lock into it, we modified the game heaps. So tight. So let's have a full bar. And I kind of do that. Here, and I'm here. Straight to the steamer. It's pretty much on straight up. So what most people do, I'm being really nice with the steamer. Right? So it's here and here. Now, to finish this steamer, like I'm doing the RNC, I bring my knee through. Pretty much this steamer locks on off the basic sweep. But so the continuation is if I'm having trouble, knee squeeze, heel hook. He turns belly down, I grab the heel, kick him in the ass, he turns over, hold it, guess what? Straight back into the game again. So after the steam lock to heel hook to the heel grab, the system's the same. Think of it. So I open up the bar, well, actually, so that, okay. Yes. And I'm not actually doing this steam lock solid. Of course this foot's pinned, and of course I'm here, it's got nowhere to go.
Is your tricep pushing his ankle down, or is it more the pinch on the...
So I'm doing the RNC, so this isn't doing anything.
Okay.
This is here, and of course the foot's pinned to my armpit. I'm now kind of extending to put the pressure on. And what I do is I close the gap so I'm trying not to do it. So if he tries to roll, it's on no matter which way. So this would be the roll system. So then I kind of go hip escape, come over, hold the heel, make sure he's down so he can't roll, come up, and you guys will have a little bit of trouble just getting this steamer lock first of all, but have a shot like this one. Doing the options from the outside. Push backwards, knee in the arse, stand up. So everyone picks up the ankle and go this way. So what I do instead is I take this hand to here and just finish this ankle lock on this side. So the thing about this is if I go here, you've got rotation to but once I'm here, you don't have the rotation. It's pretty much on straight away. Yeah.
See my body, Joe?
Yeah, and that's because the body lifts up. When you roll it into, and you guys can do this at white belt. Yep.
Oh no.
Okay, so watch again. So the finish with the ankle lock is once I kind of break it open, knee comes through, and here is I hold it. Yeah. Yep. Enough to make you tap or not yet. Okay. My wrist on this side allows you to spin your knee and to rotate out. My wrist on this side closes the space up, so I want it deep up here. And then the difference on this versus standing ankle lock is I'm going to be nice here, I rotate, I step in this way and I'm rotating the ankle through. It's like I'm doing a knee slice of guard pass instead of dropping back. Can you see it? Yeah. Here. My wrist goes to the far side. I pull it in. Turn.